Yeah, it closed, wicked out, closed back in. It's kind of tough to see. Wait, 1 second is crazy. Yeah, it didn't really. Breaking these highs, which is kind of the protected 5 second low, I mean, just broke it. Pull back to up here. 70 would be nice. Well, I mean, you were in like what, 12, 13 points of profit, and then you got stopped out of break even or loss. So I mean, mini flip would be good. I mean, closed here, but we're going bullish for sure. Just closing. Didn't close it, but we closed above that protected high technically. Took the high. Let's see if this 1 minute candle closes back in. 12 minute. Oh, the 12 minute closed above here. Could expect a push into that somewhere lower to continue higher. Got the 1 minute low there. Kind of made the micro double top here on the 1 minute. Trading that, I mean, there's the micro one here. Could have entered that first reversal bar here. Target SNDR here when we broke this high. Here's our last down move. That would be a nice first target. You know, somewhere from 5 to 10 points is where I'm trying to find a sweet spot for a target. And a lot of times 7, 8 points is nice. And so if you had middle, a lot of time I like targeting the middle of the opposing SNDR. And it literally bounced off it 3 times. I've got a couple EMAs on just because decided to look at them again. Whoa. Tap the 30. First flip is fake. Closed. It is a 1 minute low. So even though this is like a 5 second flip, for it to be a real flip, you need to see if it's also a 1 minute low. And so we had a valid pullback, valid break of structure, so it's also a 1 minute valid low. I mean, which high did we flip? Valid pullback, break of structure, high was here. We just flipped it with that candle, right? And then we got valid pullback. So that is a valid low. Close. So this is a fully valid 5 sec zone. That means somewhere in this origin zone would be nice, but almost tapping the 50% SNDR. I'm gonna watch to see if we get a nice SND created. If we close below here, maybe mini flip happen, but I don't know. With this big bullish candle push up into here, I'm not gonna take that most aggressive flip, even though this might run. That is a bit more aggressive than I'd like, but it could be a valid trade for sure. But I think it's still, you know, still gonna come down more. Got this trend line too. That was kind of third tap of a trend line, which is confirms the trend line. So we'll see how that starts reacting. Or not lower, I mean higher. But first flip could be fake on 1 minute. Like our first flip is this, so definitely could be. This origin zone on this little thing works. It disrespected the initial, or I would say this would be the SNDR, and it's holding it to the tick. Wait, did that trade 5 points? Nope. Technically could have re-entered off these, especially with the double top. Tap the 50. Broke it. That was kind of the SNDR if you look on the 5 sec. Same thing that I marked here. Oh, volume. This year's last down closed candle before we kind of went to the new high. At least this one like tapped it, but it got mitigated right away. So it's the last down closed unmitigated candle, and it's kind of nice lines up with this zone. Got the tap, pushed back into the range. So this could have been a nice like pullback entry, assuming we're going up, and because this could be, first flip is fake, so it's not actually a bearish reversal, which gives even more strength to buying, right? So this would have been a nice buy. We took the low here, tapped in, and we took the low just to the left, which is ideal. Oh, that's off this confirmed trend line, bro. That was really nice. How would you enter that on? Yeah, it's not the cleanest entry if you want to try to take it's a tick away from that SNDR. How far did these entries go? Could have easily got your to the low. Broke that SNDR. With this SNDR, flipped, held it. Dang. Took the low, close up with the 5 sec. Give us a 5 sec closure. Come back. It's potential long there. Let's. Oh, tapped S on the 5 sec, but not here. Got to be quicker. I was wanting it to come down here, and so many times I got a tick or two away. Let's see if that could still come back for sure. It's pretty high though. I think we might go down from here because, I mean, in reality, we are delivering back from the origin of this 1 minute flip. And it's rejected real nicely, so that's, not something you want to buy against. Could have got 4.5 up to 4.5 from that one, but that's why if it did come down two more ticks like I was waiting for, it perfectly would have went. Well, actually, it would have been a little bit better. Wait, my entry would have been 2 ticks lower from here. Would have went right to the 5, to the dot. Like when we wick below this low here with this 5 second candle, that was kind of the S&D. Pushed up into that. If we take that, tap the 30 as well. Sold that. I don't know, maybe I need to get versatile and do these. If I see a really nice 5 second, Ideally, because it's like in a range feeling, make new highs, new lows. It's also kind of fighting this. See it reject that. Yeah,
Yes.
yeah. Create some structure for us, please. Ideally, kind of got that 1 minute break. I guess when you get like a clean 1 minute flip, like it's a a valid low, protected low, like it's a full protected low that we got a 1 minute close below. So it is like a pretty strong low that we would see, but then you take on, the idea that the first flip is fake, it adds confusion, hence why because it is a clean flip, it's still not a clean move. We're not getting a clean move out of it because of the fact that it's, the first flip. So I mean, there are definitely opportunities. You get scalps, tap to 50, it made this double top. If you recognize this double top or this SNDR push into the SNDR, could have got this scalp back to this low. This one, that's like a decently clean trade off the 50. And then it went to the 70, spiked pretty hard off the 70. But like there, you can use some candlestick structure on the 5 second even. It broke this low, pushed back in a certain amount. If you wanted a 50, didn't quite make it to the 30 or 50, but I'm not gonna say use imbalances, but one may have seen that push into the imbalance and use that. I don't know. I'm not gonna recommend that. I shouldn't even say that, but we really need this high or this high at the very minimum to get taken for a trade. And like if we're being honest, so we're most definitely trading in this range. And ideally, we would trade like sells up here, buys down here, and ideally it would take this high, look for the sell. Take this low, look for the buy. Or these highs too. So then it would be right in the extreme of the range. If it took this low, took this high. I mean, overall bias, I mean, it is kind of bullish, more recent price action. I mean, 12-minute is bearish. So it's like, are we fighting? What are we fighting with? Like, we disrespected this big SNDR swing zone for breaking higher. When we broke these highs too, I mean, you could take these as SNDR and maybe this one held. If you're really using bigger, this is like maybe a 144. Let's look at that on 144 actually. So, like we broke up here. These are the last SNDR. That's definitely valid. And so where we got here, I got tap that 70 like perfect, way down there. So you can see actually I have a double of it because that's the zone I've had drawn out. That's just how I got it. So now you know. Got that really nice. It was like a really high time frame SNDR that was responsible for, that huge break higher, right? Look at that huge move. That huge break higher. Here's our big SNDR, 70 of that. It's pretty clean. I need a way to hide this indicator with all the session highs. Go back to the 12. But looking on the 12-minute, I mean, like, when we broke this high, came down, broke out high, flipped. So this is kind of the low that we broke literally today. We flipped. 12-minute protected highs up here now from this break. So it's like, ideally we should be expecting, a pullback into this range. And the 30 is right in line with this SNDR, right in the middle of it. So that's a nice level to look for some shorts from. We even have this more refined 12-minute SNDR that you could look for a reaction from as well. But first, a little scalp down, come back up. Maybe a lot of time, like SNDR, you want it to take the high, or there's a potential trade right now, actually. Kind of like this SNDR. Didn't tap the 50, and it's kind of mulling around a bit. We kind of got to flip down right here. So would be nice. We took this low, but we closed below it on the 1-minute. I'm gonna keep this up. Maybe I'll keep opacity down. Broke out here. I mean, technically the protected low is still this. But it's kind of confusing because if first flip is fake, right? First flip of fake means we keep this low. We can't trail it any higher because we didn't get a break of structure high to trail it here. This isn't a valid low because you didn't get a valid break of structure high. So it's like, what do we do in this case? Like, is this now the same zone, but we got the same levels and can consider it freshly mitigated? Why is that different? I must have moved this a bit. Tap 30. Let's see if we're gonna pull back to up here. We broke this candle without much SNDR, but we can see a wick on the Renko. SNDR. It's tempting to sell, but I don't want to sell middle of this range, right? But we do see this trend line, so that easily could liquidate higher. That would be better to look for shorts up here. Liquidate these highs, liquidate this trend line. But we might be delivering like higher time frame double bottom. I can't really see it on the 12-minute. Might be easier to see. It's kind of like a double bottom after we broke out higher. Not surprised we didn't get the flip here. Price broke this high. Came back, tapped the 30. Tapped into the SNDR for the break. I mean, that was kind of clean. I just don't like taking continuation trades after the origin, but I'm thinking maybe, you got your, if this is a reversal pattern flip, tap 30 SNDR and out, the first break of structure would be the break of that high from the first pullback to your initial tap. So it broke out, we'll look on the 5-second. It broke out here on the 5-second, pulled back, tapped an out SNDR, and like on the Renko, if we wicked out there, broke out on the Renko, but on the, it's kind of, the 5-second doesn't show anything there. But it's kind of like you got mini SNDR here, you can see on the Renko that held. So that's like the first continuation trade after we, broke a structure. So broke this high here on the 5-second. That wasn't quite a valid pullback, but it's more important of a high than, like a high here or something. That one provided 5 in 29 seconds. Pretty, that's like ideal. Look at that. 5-point, snipe it, 0 drawdown, straight to your target. 0. 0 pullbacks, just straight to TP. It tapped the 50 also right here and then rejected back. Could have had a second tap of the SNDR out. See like a micro double bottom, even a nice micro. Oh, I should have. That was actually really clean. But I was trying not to. It's still decently low enough. It's like if we were playing. I'll just get rid of that. It's not exactly a thing Dave uses. I mean, he talks about it, but he doesn't talk about 75. But he says he does use, those PD array stuff like ICT does, and I'm pretty sure ICT's talked about 2575 with a PD. I don't know. Could be wrong. It's just like a it's not like Dave has said given us, I mean, to my knowledge, a direct levels of, buy high, sell low, like, or buy low, sell high. I mean, tap the 50 previous swing down after breakout, so that's decent continuation, but it's hard to do a continuation trade when it's like we're in a range. It's like we need to do continuation style trades ideally when you're trending. But I guess we can expect we touched the bottom of the extreme. This was our range. We touched the bottom of the extreme. Healthy movement of a range means we're, going to near the top of the extreme now. So I mean, trades down here. Guess if we're doing that, let's see. And these continuation trades were like just above the probably 30, pretty much. Delivering from this double bottom, so failure to put in new low, double bottom. We took this low, so we'll go for the higher, going for these highs. Didn't tap the 30 as previous zone for the double tap perfectly, but it's just a range. It's not like none of these are really highs. Technically a 5-second structure, valid structure, so there's no real flips. No flip, no zone, no entry. Like sweet. We're just stuck in the fake flip zone. So unless we have we need like a 1-minute structural shift, which is really closing outside of this low, just because it's like the range we're in, or this high. Like we need to like be like, okay, it is a fake flip, but we are continuing lower, and so that I'll continue the bearish case. Right now, it's just battle between bulls, bears, bulls, bears. So maybe, I mean, like, looking for the trades near the extremes is what we want to do, and I'm still battling with, how close to middle is too close to the middle of the range, right? It's just going to come with experience. Need more experience with that exact range trading. Took this high, definitely rejecting hard here. Closed below just now of this 5-second candle. Create this SNDR. See how it reacts here. Don't tick through it, ideally. If this 5-second candle closes, oh, that is very tempting. But it's just pushing up this. I kind of want to, wait for this 1 minute at least to close, and it didn't really close below the bullish candle. I mean, it closed below this candle that put in the high, but it's not like it took out any real lows. So it's like that respected nicely, but and that's what we want to see ideally is filling it to the tick and then getting a nice close out. It's only gone 2 points, so I just closed in 1 minute now. Yeah, really just in this 5-second minion range now, which is just like we want to see quick movement in our range, and like ideally this first candle would have closed out there, but it like closed in, the next candle closed out, and then immediately pushed back up. So it's like it wasn't a clean, smooth in and out that we would like with this tiny zone. Smaller the zone, the cleaner you kind of want it. So we took out, traded back in, but 2 5-second push candles. without taking out any lows at all. Like this candle that put in the high on the 5 sec, we didn't get a close below. We minimum, this would be the very first low we would want to be broken to it. Look to short. This would be second one. This would be even more safer to wait for it to close over here and then the retracing of that range. We got this one. Could draw that zone. This one wicked out. I'll draw it just because it wicked out, but it's not as strong as if it would have closed. It's like a more advanced. The 1 minute took the low, traded back in. So that's like almost a bullish case, but we're pushing down, delivering from this very micro 1 second flip. We have this SNDR that created this first 5 second flip. Are we gonna close below? Got this SNDR. Tap the SNDR, rejecting it. Good now. No, pull back to our zone really. This would have been the most aggressive like first pullback to SNDR zone was this one, and it's just, it's not, it's too low. If like this is the initial range we were trading, I want to push into that. That's just, it tapped the very, wicked up to the very low. Dang. Yeah. No real pullback. I'm probably really, how quiet am I? Am I loud? I can hear myself pretty decent. That's a big push down. So one thing, the main thing that I'm observing with the EMAs is the first pullback after the white and pink cross. It's just, to me, it signifies a decent, it's something that I've observed over years of watching the market. The whole strategy in itself. And it's just something to add confluence of looking for a nice flip. Like when's the first time, like this push up here was, the break of that low was this one that I was looking for, this second one. And if you draw it kind of with this wick, we didn't quite come back to the 30 of it. But you can see it clearly came up to the EMAs and rejected them nicely. I don't want to add complex stuff, but it's just something one may want to, I don't know. I like clean things that can help see, clean. I mean, because it is a pattern in a way, and it is algorithm repeating itself. So the more things I can see to see the same algorithm playing out, you know. I went a couple of weeks completely clean, but this is what I'm gonna do from now on. What was it? First pullback after these EMAs cross. This would have been our zone. Tap the 30 money. Just helps you from getting caught up with flips like maybe here too early, right? Broke this high, came back. We got reversal bars in this micro zone that we would have drawn. But this just as easily, could have wicked down. Maybe you had your 2 point stop from this bar to your 3 point stop. Could have easily wicked you out. But if you waited for that little bit later one, a little bit bigger, it's interesting. It didn't pull back the same on NQ. MNQ micros, it pulled back further. Like that's actually a big disparity. It's usually never that big. Oh, look at that volume imbalance that NQ took. And the same thing didn't happen on micro. Interesting. Yo, yeah, Grudy, I don't know why my chat, I've been trying to refresh it and I haven't seen any chat. I don't know what the heck's going on. So, I was kind of confused. I don't know if I want to restart the stream. Hey guys, if you want to chat, join the Discord, because for whatever reason, forcing you guys now into the Discord. I'm lying about my chat not working to force. No, no, I'm not. But I don't know, for whatever reason. I don't know, my OBS wasn't working either with like displaying chat. I need to reinstall OBS, I think. I mean, if it did want to dip down here, liquidate these lows, tap this 50 that's unmitigated from this swing zone to continue higher, that'd be kind of chill. But a lot of time, if 30 fails to give new highs, 30 tap failed to give new highs, it'll come to the 70, so it could be 50 or 70 for sure. But there's something wrong with going for 50 for a scalp up, taking your scalp up, and then maybe it'll come back lower before actually giving you the reversal. Could look something like that. So take your first scalp, second scalp off the 70 up, and then a reverse, and then what do you got there? A flip. So then you take that third entry up. So three entries that you could take from this here. This is kind of SNDR technically supporting these levels. I'm not going to draw it because we already got the levels there that we need. Let me pull up Discord now. Yeah, I mean, it is intuition, but it is mechanical what I'm doing. Like everything I am doing could be completely mechanical, right? It's just a bit of discretion right now. Like I'm trying to trade it. Like I only have one trade today because right now I'm trading 4 micros. Wait, my contract's all messed up. I think it might have changed. I was just doing 4. That's a sniper one. So I have one trade today, like up $40 on my PA just about. I don't know if I should show these numbers. I don't know. Don't hack me, please. Why is my chat not working? Maybe I'll restart the stream. It's kind of annoying chat's not working. Wait, can you test again? I think I got it to work. Can someone type in YouTube chat? Anything? Yo, Jerry, thank you. Okay, I think I got it working now. Thank you, Jerry and Barry. What's up, guys? I'm finally able to talk with chat. Jeez. Yeah, I don't know. Like, yes, like, I was kind of getting annoyed because I'm like, oh, there's so many setups. I should just take more aggressive trades. And then I'm like, you know, I went through a period. I took like the start of yesterday. I took like three trade losses in a row, and like two of them should have been winners, and one of them, I mean, only stopped me out for like 2 points. And I was like, I should just almost just take the bigger ones with a little bit higher size instead of just trying to get every, because I can actually make money doing that right now instead of trying to be profitable taking aggressive stuff. It's like, sure, I want to get there, but it's like, just take it easy, take it easy. Just take the more profitable trades with a big enough size where you can take only a couple trades in a day and make your goal. Like my first, it's not exactly a daily goal, but my like bogey or daily, a first target, let's say, that I would like me to get is just $100 a day. And so if I'm trading 5 points on that, or not 5 points, but let's say with four contracts, I need what the heck is it? My head is not working with math right now. Too much too much chart time. No, it's never too much chart time ever. So we have this origin zone still unmitigated on the 5 second. Never pulled back down here. I was ideally wanting it to come back here, but it, just kept giving you that continuations. I think I take a. I meant to take a long. I literally meant to put a limit order on this 50 when this came down, but I forgot to, and that actually would have been a money trade. I want to try like just glancing at gold and oil and just putting limit orders down at zones and trying doing maybe higher swing. Like I had this here, I definitely could have. Like I was looking, price was up here, and I was like, okay, tap this zone reversal bar. I'd take a trade, and so I would be in here if I did take the trade with stop down there, but I just, I wasn't paying. I started paying attention to NQ, but that trade would have been a really nice winner. It's gone like 1 to 4 almost if you were holding. Oil, I mean, these do look really nice. Like these 1 minute candles look really. It's like these aren't ranging as much as NQ is, I feel like. I mean, they're ranging, but I mean, I guess today is definitely not as much as the range as yesterday and the day before. Get rid of these SNDR lines. Oh, that comment I can't see, Gertie. Did that come in the middle of Jerry's two tests? The first message I can see is Jerry's first test, and then the second test I see him, and then Barry. Okay, what are we looking at here? This fake flip, man, is just Probably catching so many traders out. They're trying to short, short, short. But we are kind of delivering from this deep double top mitigation. Failed to take the low though. It's just same narrative, range narrative, range narrative. Okay, we're in this zone now. Watch. Like you're looking for a close below this candle first. What did I just do? This is a whole nother thing. This box thing here on the left. I don't know if I should talk about that. Brought back a couple things that were important to me in my previous trading because definitely helped me. Basically tells me to read energy of the market, this thing, and like helps me know it's like good trading conditions, cleaner, you're getting bigger swings, it's not crazy choppy, and like even though it's a range, when the energy is higher, it lets you know that it's like the type of range you want to trade. Market energy is a really, really good concept to follow. Knowing to trade on, days that are going to have higher volatility. Obviously, those are going to be the days with bigger swings, bigger potential profits. Your stop losses aren't going to be any bigger, or any smaller. Like they're going to be the same stop losses, but your potential profits could be way higher. So it's just the potential you have to have a big winner offset some losses is just way higher on bigger energy days. This indicator, it's the Zombie 9 setup tracker. So if you go in um, my my how to set up NinjaTrader video, I have an indicator folder there that has the Zombie Pack 9. It's the setup tracker. Yeah, what's up, Rooski? All good? Oh, not on stream. I had one earlier today. I've been just chilling, just watching. I had one, yeah, one trade, one win earlier. Clean 5 point trade. I guess I could show it. Where was it? Where was it? Oh, it was on M&Q. It's not going to show here. Uh, Yo, George, I would recommend DTFX like massively, massively, very immensely. It it is the best thing I've ever seen. Best thing by far is the precision, just the ability of how many trades you can get. You can trade any style, you can swing trade, you can trend trade, you can scalp, consolidate trade, like whatever style of trading, you can make it fit for you, right? It's just amazing. Any plus you could use it for any other style of trading, like any other strategy as well. You could add this on top of it for confluence. So it's the most versatile thing. It is the highest potential. There's the most and the biggest benefits with this strategy that I've seen than anything else. Zombie dots, do you mean the zombie flips or the creeper setups? Or both, I guess, depending on whichever you want, Shiva. Probably the dots, probably talking about the zombie flips. Do I have a link to the his Discord? 'Cause I definitely recommend you guys learn from him also. His information will help you any style of trading. He's a hedge fund manager. Guy makes like 100K a day. Like I'd say, and he teaches for free. I've been in like a 4 or 5 hour one-on-one call with him that he's just doing for free in his little Discord. It's great. It's amazing. I should find out which stream that was because you guys could listen to it. I was like just went off asking questions. Like, oh, so good. Frosty with Trade Like a Zombie. Resources. I'll put him here because he's like, I recommend him and Dave. You don't need anyone. I mean, you technically don't even need Frosty, but like he's great. Here's his Discord. I also put it in my uh my Discord, the link to join Frosty's. But yeah, I mean, he trades some personal stuff and he shares that with the Discord group. He'll show some entries and stuff. And so my thoughts on the zombie flip are the ATR. It's like an ATR flip, so it's really good. It's kind of similar to what I do because it's similar to the Renkos. So I'll share with you something that I wait. Okay, so with the zombies flips, do you notice anything with the reversal bars and the flips? Is there anything in common at all with the zombie flips and the reversal bars? Oh, zombie flip came up. What may be forming? A reversal bar. So, reversal bars are zombie flips. Look at that. So, that's why I use it as my entry. Renkos are derived from what a hedge fund manager does. The size is reverse engineered from Dave's top students. Like I just really like what I got going on here. I just gotta master this and whew, the leaderboards, I'll be on them. You guys will be too. You know how sick that would be? We get like a few guys from our community on the leaderboards. See, that's my goal. I said my goal is to help you guys, all you guys. Like, Dave's Discord is paid only and it's closed right now, so there's no way to get in even if you wanted to. Unless you were Pepe. Pepe is the only person who Dave's let in the past month. Maybe I shouldn't have said that. It doesn't matter. So we took the high 1 minute. Looks like we're closing back in, but it's still 30, 36, 35 seconds left. Nah, no one's gonna get jealous and ask Dave. Dave, let me in. It's like he gets tons of those emails anyway, so who cares? Dave, let me in. Pepe. Hunter said Pepe was let in. Yeah, yeah. Do it. I don't care. Just don't say my name. God damn. All right. Yo, I was sad. Someone like messaged me. They're like, "Yo, look at this guy's stream, Dave. What do you think? It's interesting what you see on the internet." And Dave didn't respond. I'm like, "Damn it, I wanted to hear what Dave had to say about my stream." Oh well. It'll definitely come with time. I'm not going nowhere. Come on, breakout. It's just really stuck in a range here. We like broke out, closed in, but we haven't broken any important low at all, except this one. Didn't really create clean SNDR that I'd like. Like with this leg that broke, there's no SNDR that happened, so it's kind of just not clean. I mean, you almost could take this wick, but it's like I don't know, not clean. Plus, it's like we still have these highs here, and we respected the 50 after we touched the extreme of this range. What do we expect from a healthy range? Well, since we pretty much came near the tops, failed to put in a new high pretty much twice with this wick higher and then this wick. So we're expecting it to come back to the extreme, healthy range. But since we came to the middle and pushed up higher, closing higher, that's definitely a pretty bullish bias. Makes me almost want to buy a continuation here. It's kind of pushing. Let's see what happens in this zone. It's kind of like the more micro zone, the last wick down before closing this high. I mean, the real high is this one. And then we would have this, our actual protected low would be protected then. We're not getting that bottom move. It's a bullish move. I mean, so here's the thing. Do I just call you George? Here's the thing, George. It's, you know, if you asked his students the value that they have gotten out of it, it's going to be mixed, right? Some people are going to say immense value. Some people will say, it helped, but it could have been better. You know, some people are going to say that of course there's probably going to be, 500, if 500 people joined, at least a few are probably going to be like, oh, it didn't help me at all. I wouldn't recommend it. So it's like there's that to think about. And then also, like, what Dave gives you, it's not so much more technicals. It's not so much like you're gonna learn some aha thing that's gonna, change everything. It's not like he gives that crazy extra sauce in that, because that's really for his premium. Like, I'm not a premium student. I'm just the member, so it's tough to do that. But member wise, it's like, what do you need? Do you need help with chart reading ability, or do you need help with understanding kind of how to navigate thinking like a trader? I mean, that's the main thing that he's really been driving home this past month, is getting people up to speed with, thinking right with trading. Don't do this and don't do that, and this is how what you should do and what you should think about trading, and this is how you go about back testing, and these are the things you should look for. It's like the trader development. So what point are you at in your trader journey? Do you need to develop yourself as a trader, or have you been already doing that for years, and do you think you've gone through it? Like for me personally, I've gone through a lot of trader development. I don't exactly need him to tell me how I should go about trading. Like in terms of like, I don't know, tell like I just kind of understand how to go about learning a new strategy, and how to best utilize the information to, make it turn into profits. I mean, I just think, like personally, yeah, I do think it was worth it for me for 100%, and it was great. Um, but it's like if it depends. It depends if it's worth it, and then that money to you. I don't know what that money is worth it to you. Like, what do you see the value of that information? Like, unlocking the skill of trading is worth millions to me. Like, it's worth millions in my opinion. Getting the skill of trading. So are you gonna spend $130 to get, to get help you get that skill? I mean, I think it's if you get one little nugget that might help propel you forward by even a day, I think that's worth it. Because what's a day of progress going to look like in 2, 3 years when you keep going? A day of profits, I would hope so, would be like 10K or so. So that, one little nugget, you could see it as worth 10K. So it's up to you. Obviously, I can't say if that's going to be worth it for you or not, though. How many people did we leave? Wow, our viewers are still here. They don't. It's kind of tough when we get this breakout. Like, it closed above here and just tapped the initial SNDR and went out. It did like nope. It's tough when it's just like price just kind of slowly just goes up like that. It's like you got to get good with the trend following mindset, but it's, here it just broke out. At this point in time, when this breakout happens and then a pullback, it's like, well, is it already doing the pullback into the previous range, or is it going to keep going up first and then pull back down deeper? So it's still kind of like a decision. It's not fully clear on what you should do yet. It's like Dave said, it's ideal like to wait for, price to develop a bit, not just come up, shoot back down, shoot back, you know. You want to see a fast movement, but the way like the breakout and then price pulling back in, you want that to be slow, and then when it comes into your zone, just that little dip here ideally would be fast. So here there's not, like, we did break this candle, disrespected the SNDR though a bit. I mean, you could have entered here and here technically with the flip. The Renko shows the Renko high here is the same high as the 5 seconds, so that, entering down here once price tapped, gave you the flip. That's definitely a pretty valid. I would say pretty valid. That's a lot cleaner. It's just my model. I want to see a clean 1 minute flip. Like, this is just like a 1 minute continuation. Without a pullback to like if this breakout was like from this main, this was the high that we broke out from. So the whole zone is this downswing. And what should newer traders do? Wait for the 50. And so his price came to the 50? I mean, no. So there's no like really nice clean setup. Like, it'd be waiting for down this one. So then it's like, do you want this most aggressive trade up? Less aggressive? Or even safer? Like, still got to find that out, how aggressive you want to be. Because these trades are the ones that could get caught out. And I could, if I just have one more trade, I could be chilling for the day. So I don't need to rush it. I mean, there's an hour left. Could definitely find a trade this hour that is like pretty clean. It's like, if this is our range, I mean, you're trying to buy there, it's pretty high. But if you're playing this, obviously this 5 second range, it buys down there when it tapped in S&D. That's That seems respectable to aim for. Maybe some SNDR up here, like middle of this SNDR. Decent target from that. Targeting opposing SNDR. It's like near the highs is great. Great for profit. Failed, put in new highs. Kind of double topping. Could expect to run this low at least. Yeah, I feel that, George. Uh, Sorry, Risky. I didn't see exactly when you said that. It's hard to say. Like stop can be, right now it's a little bit discretionary. Like it could be below just the Renko bar or below, a low that's like 3 to 5 points. It's kind of this lower S&D getting mitigated. Yeah, I mean, one kick would be like down here. Where's this unmitigated down here in the 5 second? So it would be this would be like ideal for one kick. Top of this in line with the 70 of the zone. Right here would be pretty nice, pretty nice. So I mean, like there is some S&D here. It might just get a second mitigation right here, take this low. So we'll have to see what 5 second happens just after taking this low. We've tapped it. Yeah, double high run lows. So I guess this would be the low that delivered this one, so would be nice to run that one. Tap into the S&D would be ideal. Okay, we took the low at least. See what happens. Peak to 12. And order flow is still kind of bullish for sure, but get rid of this low now. That's not relevant. Still bullish technically unless we flip this low. So would be nice. Tap our SNDR and give us what we want to see on the lower time frame. All right, let's tap the 30 of the SNDR. Gonna close above this candle maybe? Nope. What about the Renko? Renko wicked above, came down. It's a mini Renko flip already happened. We got the close. It's kind of our SNDR. it's just so hard to buy, like just like not enough confirmations for me. Like that's just crazy to me buying so early. Uh, uh how does would it worked out? How does Dave do it, man? It's like you gotta trust that level. You gotta be really confirmed. I mean, that was it there. Closed above it, made that SNDR. It was even cleaner on the Renko, the SNDR hold. Dang, man. Okay, let's look for maybe a continuation. We broke this high. We tapped the 30 with this SNDR. That's a decent continuation. Got the mini flip. I see that long there working out. Ah, pain. That was pretty clean. Did anyone get a trade there? Dang, bros. I mean, I mean, yeah, very nice. Kind of the model I'm going for, I would need a pull right now. I need to pull back to here, so I actually haven't got the entry that I've been looking for. It's kind of like not crazy aggressive, but there are times like this when only the like really aggressive trades would have worked. The more aggressive ones, like this is the only 30 tap that worked. So I guess I should have seen that, but I was too slow to see that. So that's a good high that I could have brought my fib ladder up to. And then after it broke it, tapped the 30, even gave me a mini wrinkle flip. Enter there would have been really nice. Really, really nice. And what am I saying about the entries too? At right after the 2150 5 EMA cross, bang bang. First tap after they cross, in line with the flip. It's pretty nice. Good stuff, Christian. Let's go. Who cares if I made money if I helped other people make money, you know? I don't need money, definitely not. Uh, yeah, I gotta backtest these crazy aggressive entries where you look to just get in off the S&D from the lowest 5 second candle close. That's just next level stuff. If anyone, like yesterday, I showed that a bunch. Because the night before I went in a hot tub, I watched a video of him, Dave, and I was like, yo, that's how Dave gets sniper entries. Yeah, pretty much everything that we wanted to see, at least for the, the aggressive sake. I mean, I ideally like a pullback to the origin first flip, which was this, and we didn't get a pullback to the 30 of it. It was a little bit away. So that's the model that I said to myself I wanted to play today, and didn't get it. Unfortunate. But yeah, I gotta backtest some more aggressive stuff and try to find like this is like an aggressive style trade, right? In terms of the entry, but we had really good confluence with the 70 lining up really nice with that unmitigated SNDR. That's low. We're in our low range, right? Let's see how nice we are compared to the 2575. Yeah, we just tapped the top of the 25 of that range, the previous range. We just tapped the 25. So that's pretty nice. And the 30 of the SNDR technically. It's pretty good stuff. Soup? Turtle soup? See that rejection after the 2155 cross. I mean, it's definitely, I don't know. It's nice. Like it took out this low, which is actually the low I want to see taken. This is the SND that I want to see a push to though, and we didn't get it. What is soup? Why you say soup? I don't really know the turtle soup setup for ICT. I don't know ICT too well. Yeah, it's just a manipulation. Most advanced. Wait, tap the 50. Double top off the 30. It's tempting. I don't know where we're going though. Don't know exactly where we're going with this higher time frame. Like failed to put a new high, and now we're like rejecting. Yeah, it's just delivering off that trade one kick. It's pretty easy to see how that trade is better than the aggressive ones up here that, you technically could have taken. I mean, if you're trying to be more advanced, more aggressive. Yeah, not surprised. Not surprised we're just ranging still in the end. I mean, that was definitely nice. Could have got a nice trade. Dang it! Ooh, I really like this. Kind of tempting the long here, I'm not gonna lie. Tap the 70. 70 would have tisk tisk. Oh wow. Because you had this little wick on the Renko bar, right? Price came up and then it went down before breaking higher. So this is the last down move before breaking higher. Low, unmitigated, respected it to the tick there. And then went out. That would have been a nice long to these highs for like just under 5 points, or went 5 points to the dot, but I don't know if you would have got filled there. Uh, I'm hesitating just because it's not, it's not the clearest, safest trade like this one was. I was waiting for the safe higher time frame buys here. We're not touching an unmitigated 1 minute level, which is ideally what we should be trading off of. So we broke above here, unmitigated all three of the pink levels. So these are all done technically. We could maybe come and look for a double bottom here, but really need a new kind of structure to develop, because we got that 1 minute confirmation new, so we got the new structure again. The whole time I'm like, none of this is part of structure, we need a breakout of this or this. So we got the breakout higher, 1 minute levels mitigation, and we weren't looking for anything here. I was saying right here with this SNDR is it for the move up. I mean, guys could have ate good. You guys could, like, it didn't fit my entry model, the entry there, but there were some aggressive entries, definitely some entries there people could have had. But now, I mean, we're getting a further mitigation of the 30. Like, there's these just like 5 second unmitigated SNDR, right? Just unmitigated SNDR really that we could potentially bounce from, and obviously we got that bounce. Waiting for the Renko flip. First Renko flip broke this high, enter here, or a reversal at a reversal flip. Got that tap here. It's gonna almost tap 5 points so far. So could have done that, but I'm not trying to take, these are a bit more aggressive right now, right? It's not a fresh unmitigated level, but like I said, you could take this 5 minute. It's an unmitigated zone on the 5 second, so it could be good enough for like just 5 points, and it was. So I definitely see how that was like a normal, normal thing. It's following good enough rules. We took the high here. I didn't about to mention that, but we took the low, traded back in. So that was another thing that could, help that could have been a good scalp. But now that this zone is unmitigated or mitigated. Again, we were talking about that double bottom here. So ideally we would take one of these lows, trade back in, get the 5 second, as a flip on the 5 second. We got a protected high on the 5 second is here. Well, it's technically not. It's still bullish on the 5-second protected lows here. This is more like an intraday or intermediate. That was a big sell purge. So we gotta wait for the 1 minute close. It's not the 1 minute protected low though, but because it is a low on the 1 minute, just because it closed on the 5-second, even though it's the 5-second protected low, I mean, still ideally should wait for that. It just means that this zone is gonna be less strong. It's like definitely could be valid trades coming off here, but maybe you shouldn't look to do it because it's not a full valid close in the 1 minute here. But we did the trade out, we took it. We at least closed this high, which is my current model. We didn't have a down close candle, but we had this wick. She just rocketed. It's not giving me what I want. I mean, is that a tick away or is that a tick away? That's just rude. I mean, the better SNDR would really be something around the 50% of the origin leg that I like this flip from. But this is a stronger high. Would be great if we did break out. Then we come back to this would-be range. Yo. Oh yeah, I knew something was missing. I don't have my chat open. But I mean, there's S&D in the 30, on the 50 is basically S&D there. Mini flip down. See how this random one holds. I mean, it did touch the 30 of this, but like I said, it's not as strong as a fully valid 1 minute close. But here's where I'm conflicted. It's like, wouldn't we want the 1 minute to take it and then trade back in instead of close out, right? So that's where it's like I'm actually in a paradox now. That is the most now that I think of it, that is literally the single most conflicting thing I have found now with the system. I gotta write that down. I kind of thought wrong actually. I thought they were both, yeah, I thought wrong. I thought it through. I'm like, wait. They're both just opposite cases that would argue range, and guess what? We're getting range. So we have a bullish case because we took the low, traded back in. That's a bullish narrative case, right? So it's like a double bottom that we took. We took both lows too, actually, so we could expect trade higher. Narrative case. The bearish case that I was saying was if we closed below, that would make this bearish zone stronger because it's a more valid 5-second flip. So I thought one was conflicting. I thought they were both bearish cases, but then I'm like, wait, no, obviously trade back out, trade back in isn't a bearish case. I was like equating it to like if we, I don't know what I thought at the time. I don't know. Makes sense. Let me get rid of this zone because that's not a real zone unless we break out. I don't know, if we like break out here, come down here and long, that would be low in this relative range. So that's a decent location. Gonna mark this out. Oh my god, look at that. Oh, I didn't even see that, boys. Oh, dang. I need to pay more attention. So my S&D, drew that it missed it to the tick. Uh, got it to the tick here. God dang it, bro. I wish I saw that. Just that perfect tap. And I would look for a flip. Break, flip. I don't know. It's still in the middle of a range. I wouldn't do that. It's not clean. I mean, this is clean though, in a sense. I don't know. If you just took the tap, the 5-second close, or to see the tap and then the reversal bar. I need to backtest that though. I need to backtest that. But that's logically like what people would do. They see the tap of their SND and they get in off of, a certain amount of confirmation. For me, I've did the Renko bar, so I should really trust the Renko there. I mean, technically that's my model, and it literally, well, the tap would ideally come like right away. So when it was mulling around here, it kind of almost voided, not fully voided, but I mean, if we go off mechanical and not take time into the equation, just put price, that followed very nicely. All right, we gotta close out now. I don't know why I'm not drawing it. So now we do have this zone. Please pull back, and then this SNDR here. Let's make it a full zone. I can't even. I'll just do that. It took this high, traded in, broke this. We've got this SNDR, tapped it, potential short. I'm too slow. I'm too slow. Bagayulu, Konayulu. I got like 2,500 still. Pretty much. I don't know. That's a good question. I'm pretty much at my height, and I pretty much closed at my height. So like probably just like I would expect less than $100 short of 20, so 2,500, 2,400 I would say I'm at, or like more, like probably more. That's minimum. So I'm not negative at all really. That's a good thing with scalp. Oh my god, see, I was too slow and it. Ah, dude, it hit. It look, it literally played my model, guys. Tick to tick. I'm not even joking, guys. Oh my god. Like I literally drew both these zones up beforehand. I can't make this up. I gotta get this executing down because the sell was right off that Renko reversal bar, right when I'm like, oh, sell, but I'm too slow because it. I gotta, we gotta be demon with the machine. Like how fast I gotta be. How much time do I have? Like, well, I recognized it. I saw it late. I'll be honest. By the time I even recognized that it broke this low here, it was already like literally a second before. I do have hotkeys. Look, bam, bam. I any second I can do it quick. It's just I have to. The problem too is that it's not just my mouse. I need my hand on my key to press Alt to bring up this thing. I'd press Alt and then click is what I need to do. Like if I easily would have caught that if I was more aware. The problem was my focus was lacking because I was explaining other stuff. It was straight up just I wasn't ready. Like I actually was able to be in that with literally a few seconds of analysis. I saw this, I was like, "Oh, broke low, drew it out, and then it tapped." So that was literally a few seconds and then I came here, saw the reversal bar. Like it almost took like within 5 seconds I pretty much could have had it. But it just happened that by the time I caught that, I literally didn't even have more than 5 seconds. But I processed it pretty quick. So I would look to break at least this high or this high, and then take that last down move before it broke it. So right now my model is not, it's like medium strength. So it's not like the candle that made the high here. It's not that break. It's the candle that's like a fractal low or high. Like I know James is like, don't use fractals, but it's like this is just what I use on the 5 second to get a more sniper entry when you're following the right narrative in the right 1 minute zones. You know, it's not just you go on the 5 second. That's literally all you look at and do. No, this area was something that I was looking at. Ideally, it would have came up more to the tap one of these levels, but there's this really clean SNDR. Look at that. Ooh. So even before this pattern hole arrived, you could have been doing like that is a very nice SNDR. Broke lows in this very clear trendline liquidity. Like it's a very obvious SNDR level I should have had earlier in reality. Still mitigating off this SNDR that I had way back. So we could have this could have been our second tap. After our second tap, we got the Renko flip, no reversal bar, new flip here, reversal bar, right? We got the flip from this wick tapped after we went into SNDR for a second tap. So that's how I see I could easily have played a second tap for scalp. Could have done that. And then there's a flip up here technically, right? Flip this wick here, came up, next reversal bar in after touching zone, could go scalp down. Expecting a push into from this bearish flip right here. It didn't quite reach the zone, but it reached some SNDR right here. This one right here. Came it to the tick, so we could have scalped up, came, tapped this SNDR here, seen the mini flip, shorted here, got another 5 points down, bam. What do we get? Down here, oh look, high broken, came back to zone out. This one didn't go up fully, but it went up to these highs. Or if you got the better entry, came a little bit more. 3.75. Hey, there's some serious ping pong stuff. Obviously, I need to be more sniper. I need to be more sniper. Zen. Another mitigation? Like it's mitigated this like how 1, 2, 3, 4. This is our fifth tap off this SNDR. Ah, nasty. Technically, this was our first. Would have been a flip. Broke it. Came back. Tapped the 30. Versed. But the range is just, there's no room. You got 2.5 points to the new high, so there you go. 2.5 take profit hit. First target is that high. So potentially could have stretched 3.5 or so for this high, but this easily could have just reversed back on you to your entry. Five-second model work too. Your S&D here. This could have been a. Wasn't paying attention on the 5-second. 7.5. What a range. Jeez. Alright, let's get a trade. Come on. 10 more, 13 more minutes, 12 more minutes. Then we get some good stuff. Would be nice. Run this high. Double bottoms. Run high. At least this high, because this is the high for the second bottom. So first this one, ideal. And we still have this zone, I think. How unmitigated is it? Yeah. I mean, is this so low in the 1 minute? Kinda. Whoa. What's going on here? Yeah, scalp 2 is off the 50 from when it broke out here. 50 of this range. From this low to this high. Unmitigated 70. If it would take the 1 minute high here, that would be minimum. Like, got 3 lines here that could be decent to take, trade back down, but alright. So we're kind of in a micro range here, right? We pushed out, and now we're kind of respecting the 50. So that's like first thing you can look for when seeing if we're going to break out a range or if we're going to break lows or highs of further liquidity lower. wicked above, traded on it, like closed like on it. Let's see, 32.25. Yeah, closed on it. Let's draw this range. About this high. So we did take that high. 5 second. This high is the 1 minute high also. Let's take that one maybe. Closed. Tap into SNDR violated. Is that even SNDR though? Can't even tell. So you tap the 70, no surprise for getting a little bit of a reaction. Well, when you do control center new chart, your chart will pop up. You'll have a chart maybe with tabs. So you can either right click tabs and duplicate to new windows or new tabs, or you can just right click chart up here and duplicate it and then resize it how you want. There is a program that lets you like link these together so you don't have to like one by one line them up perfectly. And so you can just click a border, drag it, and it'll resize both of them. I can't remember what the program's called, but yeah. Well, trade would have worked. Freaking heck. Yeah, no problem. Okay, okay. Yeah, we're dumping down now. Dang. No pullback. I mean, we did, but like, this is the at first SNDR we created when we closed this low, right? We closed on it here, doesn't count. This one closed, tapped into it, and just went. So most aggressive would have worked, but I'm not. I'm not doing most aggressive. Here it sucks because gotta see 1 sec. Gotta see the 1 second here. I gotta do it. I literally can't see what I want to see on higher. Ah, what is the candle? That's this low. This was our SNDR. That's just disgusting. You can't even. Your one tick SNDR. Ah, sick. Alright, we're taking lows with some vengeance. That would have been a nice level. Yeah, I know, right? It's way too aggressive, but like, I could like, I see it work over and over and over with good risk management, proper stop loss. I mean, you could easily add a 2 point stop loss if you can do it. Catch 8 points, like, you only need a 30% win rate for that to be a profitable entry model. If that's the stats you can do. Just an example, of course. Tap the 50 almost nicely of this. Broke this. First SNDR. Lowest. There's no unmitigated 1 minute buy level though. I mean, there's this, but it's just not from fully validated high lows like this. I mean, this zone is here. There is an origin of this swing. How much do I want to trust it? maybe if we get a double bottom. So we'll sweep this low. First flip is fake. Let's get a second flip. That's, I guess, how we could play kind of more aggressive zones is just wait for more and, more current structure to develop and make sure it forms, clean enough to where the level, previous level isn't as important. Four. Give us, give us the low we want to see taken. Give it. Gimme, gimme. Yes. No. Um, I'm just going for it. Oh no, it didn't give us the bar. Going for it with one little micro. It closed below, so it's really not great. I really shouldn't do it. Well, I kind of wanted to try something. It's been too long with no trade. It's okay. Maybe I should have been sim instead of one micro. Oh well. I clicked the button. I'm proud of myself, guys. It's really just a mini Renko flip at an unmitigated 70. So I mean, it's valid enough for me to try a one micro. For me and my model and my testing. It's a bit more aggressive, so that's why I didn't do it on higher contract, right? Yeah, it's worth a $5 fake money. Well, I mean it's a PA, so it's not exactly fake, but $5 in reality, the money worth is like uh what? What percentage? 5%. So like for a 50K account, your trailing drawdown is like 2.5K. So in reality, I think that's like the real, money you're playing with. So you know, that's 5%. So what's 5% of this? In real money dollars, that's equated to very little. Yo, oh noes. Oh noes. We got slipped a little bit. Well, there goes the 1250 eating. It happens so that I got yeeted today. Oh well. See, the thing is trading at this time, I'm okay to risk a normal couple point loss because this could go in my favor and go like 10 points or so, like 15 points. It's like I know increase in volatility is coming, so I'm gonna try to, I know an increase in swing is a big swing is potentially coming. I just, yeah, didn't go my way. Like when it's mulling around here, I should have cut it, break even. I think. I was just letting it play out though. Because like it didn't move in and out like I would ideally want. So, wow. Alright, pull back to this would be good. Be what I'm looking for. Messenger. Pull back. No mercy. Yeah. This is the one I really should have done the more aggressive entry on. Next flip was this, either this entry or this entry, both money. Especially if you held. Man, I should have really waited, knowing that the extra volume liquidity was going to be used to take out all these stops. Like I should have literally like I knew that from a mile away if I used my brain for 2 seconds. Oh well. 50 to this zone goes yeet. That hit 30. Now it's touching this SNDR. Why not? Give me back my loss. Or I'll take a loss. That too. Rip. Where's the liquidity today, boys? Oh well, we're still positive a good bit because it's only 1 micros right now. Dang, didn't want to do it. I should just know it's delivering from this better, bigger zone. Shouldn't try to buy a little pullback without taking something. With pullbacks, you really should wait to take something with the counter trend trade like that. Mm-hmm. Just wait for at least like a reversal bar high or something. Like, wow. I guess we could expect this last trading day of the year, last trading minutes of the year. People could be freaking eating a lot of positions because a random yearly tax thing or something. Oh, that's why I see that, because that's irregular. To see a spike like that at this time, I mean, it's not completely irregular because it's the last 10 minutes, but like just randomly at 54, that big of a spike. It's definitely a bit. What is this zone we tapped into? Oh, that bigger one. Wow. Sweep these lows. Oh, sweep this S&DR low money. Dang, son. That's literally the low. Yo, this is the low I was talking about. We want to get swept, trade back in for buy up. That's so funny. Happened way over here later. We gotta go back in time. See, I wanted to sweep of this, tap atop of this, and go. And it literally did it to the dot. Like to the tick, my analysis was right. That's crazy. It's crazy. If someone asked me, do you recommend Dave teaches FX? I'd be like, uh, yeah. Yeah, I would. I don't know anywhere else I could get a tick perfect analysis like that multiple times a day. I don't know. Yeah, a lot of stuff is working now. This volume just makes it pretty nice. Man, minute and a half. We tapped the 30. What are we gonna do? What are we gonna do? I should have marked this 30 out. Yo, these 30s are so good. When you get a big zone like this, that we had this from here that we kind of broke with the wick, a lot of time this first 30 tap, get that nice right. So we had the confluence of that bigger one, along with this. You could almost consider SNDR for this. So 30 of the SNDR plus 30 of the bigger swing. You could see here's the overlap, this line and this line. Within there, we got our mini Renko flip. Sell 8 points, barely any drawdown or pullback, zero drawdown entry. We got the close past the highest close, so that's minimum what we want for aggressive entry. A second tap maybe of that. I don't know. Probably mark out that zone. Getting ping pong between these levels. Hmm. Well, it's good effort. Good effort. Tap. Dang, 5 points. Jeez. Ah. Last minute continuation. That's what happened. Ah. Really nice tap of the 70. 30. Failed to put a new high. So what do we do? Go to 70. That's exactly what freaking happened. Kind of want to just try it long. Nah, liquidate these lows. Tap an unmitigated part of this S&D that's also 1 minute S&D. Yeah, tapping this would be great. 7035. Tappy. Give me a tappy tappy. Tappy Rankle flip. I'm gonna do it. I'm gonna do it. Come on. Nah, you're just gonna give us a perfect. Yeah, Jerry. Here's the other thing too: is don't stress yourself too much on that, cause you gotta find the zones that work for you and how you wanna trade. His zones might be better for certain types of setups, and of course, you could say, yeah, well, I want to take what he wants to take and copy that, and that's good. He's obviously a good trader to look off, but I'm just saying, look more at your own stuff on how you see it on the charts as well. You probably do. I don't know what I'm trying to say. I guess this trade would have worked out. Dang, dang, dang. Well, didn't come to our wanted level so far, at least. 50 first tap scalp, second tap on the 30. Yeah. End of the day, just in the middle now of this. Everything. Got 70 tap. 70 tap, mini Renko flip. Oh, Lord, that would have been nice. I gotta be so much quicker. Definitely gotta figure some. Well, hope your guys' trading day was a success. Missed this flip. I missed it, guys. 70 of the bigger zone. 50 of this low, which was the 1 minute. 1 minute protected low. But just because we wicked here too, I drew this bigger zone. Bigger orange one, so it's easier to see. Hmm. Oh, today's definitely. I mean, I am green overall. Yeah. Couple micro losses at the end. Not the best trades, but it just so happened that the aggressive trades I took were losers. Oh well. It's like 5 points overall. One micro. Not much. Come to the levels. Dang, I swear people are got 3 contracts of volume on that candle. Awesome. What do we vote for? Do we vote for watching live charts still? Or doing some back testing? No one knows what we should do. Okay. Okay. Well, as you can see, price ain't doing too much. I mean, we got close to our level here. Whew, tick away. All right. No one knows what we should do, so do we keep? I still don't even know. Do we keep back test or keep watching live? Or do we back test some entries? Anyone want to type in chat and say what they would like to see? Jerry votes for backtest. Joe votes for backtest. Let me know, guys. Just type in chat. Backtest or live. Backtest or live. Let's get a couple more votes. 3 for backtest. Oh, okay. Guys know where the sauce is at. They're like, just give us, what we want. Honestly, at this time, I should go 1 second. But do I really want to trade a chart that looks like this? To me, it's like, just get rid, at this time, just get rid of that. Let's just do this right now. 5 seconds, just, I don't know. This time, 1 second. She was like, give me a trade. Oh, that's funny. Okay. Anyone else want to vote? Live or back test? Can I make like a voting thing? Engage. Start a poll. Whatever. Maybe this will be easier. Oh, figuring out this poll. We didn't get our tap, and it's going down. I got some unmitigated 50. We're gonna back test probably. Ha, there we go. I think it worked. Here you go, Naughty. Here's the vote. Vote, guys. Poll in chat. Poll in chat. Answer the poll. Even if you guys are like, oh, I'm not gonna be watching, poll vote because I want to see what you guys want, what content we should make. Like half a tick away from the 50 of this zone. Shiva, I think you're the only one who's got live charts. Here, you got your wish. We got it for like risky. Okay, I don't think more people are gonna outweigh the back test by now. It's pretty decisive. 83 to 17%. Okay, we can go over those screenshots. Unfortunate, Shiva. Unfortunate. I don't know why you would like. I'm all down for watching charts. I've been here since 6:30, almost 7 hours now, and so I'm down for watching charts. But this action is just not it. Not the volume you want. I just don't. All right. Connection disconnected. Okay, let's go over your risky. Send me. I'll set up what I want. Is this what I want? I gotta find out. Oh, no way. Just found out a better filtering option. Cool, cool. Okay, so we were on the 6th? 6th? Alright. Risky, did he share the message? Or the image you're talking about? Are you getting them? Oh, you'll screen share. There's a lot. What are they like talking about? Alright, alright. Okay, yeah, we'll see. Let's check it out. Show me. Hop in, hop in. Yo, yo. You could just mute me on stream so you don't hear like an echo.
Yes. Alright, let me start from the top. This is so like I don't know why, but for some reason it doesn't get bigger. Unless you actually make it bigger like this. Okay. Oh. Do you know why it doesn't show?
Do I what? What doesn't
You
show?
know why this doesn't show like over the image? Oh wait. Oh it does. Okay,
Right,
okay.
right click it. There's like the
Yeah,
wrapping.
I was
Okay.
holding over this. Okay. You reach. This would be entry one. Yeah. Hold on. I think this is when oh god, it's gonna be really bad to move around. You can go like this. This is so ugly with the white background. Okay, okay. Ah. No, I'm gonna stay on this. Okay. This was down here.
Yeah, that the one kick that we were
Oh wait, this
talking
one.
about. Yeah, right
Yeah,
there,
yeah,
the
yeah.
initial one. Yeah.
Right here. So then where was it? Oh no, it's gonna be so messed up. Oh,
My guy Scott just
hold on. Okay, I'm gonna redraw it. Don't worry.
we're bearing with you.
Okay, wait, wait. Here we go. All
Mm,
right, let me move this over so it's not. So we would have had drawdown, right? Because it hit
yeah,
the 70 instead of the 50. But it's 1 to 2. Yeah, and I mean, if you held, you would have gotten like the whole
yeah.
everything. I feel it's gonna take a long time. 'Cause I have a lot of these screenshots.
A quick tip that I like
Mm-hmm.
looking for too is the second reversal bar. So you see how take the
We're
second.
here.
No. At the bottom. That because you see how that's like the second reversal bar up after hitting your
Mm-hmm.
zone. Yeah, that's
Well, I mean, in real time, you would have entered here and you would have saw it starting to go up.
I wouldn't have.
No,
No, my entry would always be like at the top of one of those Renko bars.
actually, wait. Now that
No,
I,
not right at the
this would
50.
be like, is that S&D?
Yeah, that would be SNDR there for sure.
But would you keep your stop down here?
Yeah.
Okay. Yeah. So that could be another entry. S&DR. You get a lot more out of it. That was nice. That one was nice. Let's see. This is gonna be bad. This is so ugly. Let's move over. I'm gonna go back in time. Okay. This one, where was it? I think down here. You were talking about this one anyway.
Yeah.
This one was very nice. Let me get the double tap.
Yeah.
So would you like right here? Would that be a market structure break?
Yeah, I mean
Or would you?
that's part of like yeah, doing it aggressively, of course. I mean,
Yeah.
there's so many levels of highs that you look to break. You could take, you know, that's the first high that I would like to break on a Renko, and ideally that would line up with a 5-second high as well.
And then
But
I guess you could reach for there. But this one also printed like crazy.
yeah, I mean, I can see right there, entry would have been like 22, 22 and a quarter maybe. Wait, no, not that high up. I couldn't read it. At those reversal bars, obviously.
Hmm.
I don't know and price that is, but that went 5 points. I mean, you can see my measurement actually, 5 and a quarter.
Yeah, really nice. Okay. I think this next one is easy. Let's see. This one also printed. All these, like, if you held, would have been really nice. We'll make it bigger.
Yeah.
But we don't really get to pull that. It's a
No,
problem.
no, that's why like it's good to. That's like the by far the most aggressive.
Aggressive, you just enter on the
Well,
break.
yeah, enter like it just needs to retest after it breaks. It just needs to retest that. Because at the end of the day, like Dave will draw just a whole zone. You know, origin of the move, he'll draw it as a zone. So if you draw that as a zone, I mean, what is it like as a full zone, not just a fib to 30, like a full zone with 0 to 100,
Uh,
like a rectangle, yeah.
yeah,
Like what does it do? Well, it hits the top of your zone.
that sure. I mean, this was like
So that's most
really
aggressive.
small. I don't have the price on the side,
That's
but
where it's like, you
your
know,
stop would still be like a regular size stop.
that is some interesting photo management you got going on there.
Yeah, don't worry about it.
Haven't quite seen something look quite like it, but works for you. That's cool.
And I mean, I don't know. Take partials. Yes. How many contracts do you usually do? Like if you were going not practice, actual
Yeah,
executing, like
I mean,
four
like, are you taking micros or full contracts?
minis.
I mean, I just doing one so far, really,
Yeah,
because you
yeah,
can
yeah.
make a good bit of money one, and I just want to build it up. I really, yeah,
But how much would like a 5 point stop be with one?
that's $100.
Okay. So if you're on like 100K, then you'd be doing 5 contracts for 0.5% risk.
Yeah, I mean, I don't really like considering it 0.5% risk because it's not like you're playing with a real 100K, you know.
Yeah. But I mean, just like for the sake of passing.
Yeah, but I like to think of, what's almost realistic, like 5% is pretty good. And so 5% for a 50K account, a trailing drawdown of 2,500, like
Mhm.
5%, it's gonna be what am I thinking? I'm not thinking right now. I'm so tired.
0.5%?
Yeah.
Be 250.
No,
So you would have
125,
to lose 10
125,
trades.
$125. I was like, wait, because your trailing drawdown is 2,500, 5% of that, yeah,
Oh, of the trailing
$125.
drawdown.
So if you lose a 5 point trade with one contract, that's like $100. So that's basically 5% loss. So
Mhm.
that's what I think is good to start off until you actually build a buffer. I think
Yeah.
one contract is good.
I'm gonna have to try to clean this up.
I think any more than that is not great risk management for a 50K that you have no buffer for. I mean, if you got a 20K buffer, making it 5%, you can do 10 contracts with a 20K buffer.
Yeah.
You
So
can do,
you would you take percent off the drawdown instead of the account.
yeah,
Okay.
because that's like the actual kind of money you're playing with. And in reality, it's almost less because if you go and profit, you know, 2% and then you get stopped out at your negative 5%, well, it's actually a negative 7% swing on your trailing drawdown.
Hmm.
So it's like you really got to be careful with that. Trailing drawdown kills you a lot. It's taken me out quite a bit by like a tick, not quite a bit. I haven't gone through many accounts, but
I don't remember what I saw on this one.
oh, that was nasty. I wish I
Yeah,
saw that
this one was
tap.
good.
Wish I saw that tap.
Because this doesn't close above.
No, I mean, yeah. How much would that really change though, even if that did, like I don't know. Where am I getting a message from?
I'm getting some from the Thug Life server.
I've got it muted. I've got like every server muted pretty much. I'll just mute all of them. I'm in so many servers. I got folders. Days.
Yeah, I don't know what I saw. This was just like good tap. I think that's why I got this screenshot.
Yeah. It's just kind of, well, that one was, that setup there was crazy because it went from that wick and then higher up, it went against the same type of S&D for bearish. S&DR
Yeah.
bearish. Yeah. All right. Is that your screenshots you have, or do you have any more? I mean, probably more.
Yeah, I do. Hold on. I have
Do you have anything in
this one was
particular
this
that
one
you
was
want to
good.
talk about? Some Pepe executions.
Yeah. What happened to my trading view? Did I close it?
I don't know.
I don't think so. I'll open it again. Alright. See if I can find where I was. Okay. This one was good. You had it drawn out too. But you didn't. This one was nice. But it's
Yeah.
only tapped the top.
Some really good ping pong action going on.
I mean, you could reach all the way for the high.
Yeah, I mean, and that sell to there
Because
too.
that would be a quick scalp. Yeah, yeah. I
Buy or
think
sell to buy.
right here.
Sometimes you just see that and it's like, whoo, yeah,
Yeah. I think that's why I took it. Because I had a
yeah.
short here, yeah. And then a long. That's crazy.
Well, and the buy right before too. Buy, short, buy. Yeah.
I don't know where you would target here though. I guess 1 to 2 more than enough already right there.
Well,
So
that
like
one would just be like a 5 point,
yeah,
just arbitrary 5 point probably. I don't know. I don't know what's to the left. Yeah.
yeah. That's probably the best screenshot I have. Cause that's like crazy. You just catch every move. I feel like following trends is really hard. Like this one.
Can be tricky for sure.
Dude,
Well, yeah.
and then you don't really get a shift. I guess it'd just be these two.
Yeah,
This
that
is a
one
30 tap. You wouldn't even get your entry.
taps at 30. That's kind of nice.
Yeah, but how would you know to enter? If it only taps at 30. Also, I have no idea what these like I've never used the
Yeah.
lines.
EMAs, you could. Just wanted to watch them today. I've been watching those lines for years.
I never learned them.
They just kind of help me understand a little bit of the market dynamic that's currently going on.
I mean, they get respected a lot. Like,
Yeah, I mean,
could you use it right here?
100%.
If that's
Yeah, like very profitable trader. It's been profitable for 18 years. He taught me these and how to use them. And like a lot of time when those two cross, the pink and the purple, when they cross, it facilitates a pullback. So you get in off that pullback when they cross. And it's like the same thing with the white and the pink as well.
mhm,
So the white and the pink cross, that's what I talk about, is you take the pullback right after they cross, and it respects the 21 EMA really well. Touched it perfectly. Right as we got that shift, touched to 30. So it's really nice. I don't know. It really helps me to know that that's like the clean setup. It definitely is.
where would you put your stop like when entering on them though?
One like that, I mean, you just kind of got to see how price develops. I mean, initially it would be lower. I mean, my ATM is set up at just 5.5 right now. And then from there, I discretionary change it. So
Mhm.
I'd probably have it at that low. Like, how many points is that?
I don't know.
It looks like 27 and a half would be, or the entry would be higher. Or wait,
Entry was
entry would be like
27
27
and a half.
and a
Yeah,
half, and then your stop. Yeah, so that would have been good. Like a 3.5 stop to that low. That's where I would have had my,
right here.
well, no, lower, way lower. Like down there is 3.5 points.
Mhm.
But not that entry, the one right before. But that one too, I would have had to stop same spot. It just would have been a little bit. It would have been like 4.5 point stop.
Yeah.
But yeah, it's not the greatest risk reward if you're targeting a relative high that delivered you that pullback. That's where it's not ideal. But you ideally want that to be a 1-to-1. But you can, that's where it's a more aggressive, just targeting maybe shorter scalp or something to the left. I mean,
Mhm.
eventually that obviously that trade did play out. Would have hit a 5 point target if that's just what you're going for.
So that's probably the best one.
The bottom one's the best. Second bottom one's the best one because that one ran probably.
Yeah.
Second entry on a double bottom always your best entries that you're ever gonna take for shorts and longs. Just second entry, double bottoms. If that should be your one kick. Just just freaking take second entry, double bottoms.
I think it was right here.
Yeah, I think it was there. Yeah, it was.
All the way up to there.
Yeah, I guess not crazy, but that easily could have ran hot those highs.
Mhm.
But the market definitely was rounding off. We had that fake flip and the market just consolidated for the entire day. That flip's right there, but it's not like if you zoom out, definitely didn't get a 12-minute.
Yeah.
12-minute high is still way up there, still bearish on 12-minute. We never got a pull back to that 12-minute area, so it wasn't really a clear higher time frame. If you're like trying to
Mhm.
sell on the 12-minute with the 12-minute higher time frame order flow, definitely would ideally have got up to those levels. But there were a bunch of zones that I had there that kind of could have shorted from.
I think this was definitely the best tree all day. Right there.
Yeah, that one was really good. I also really liked the trade that I took earlier on 4 micros. I need to take more
These
color
colors are so
setups.
ugly.
I'm annoyed that that trade didn't give me the pullback I wanted. Oh well. It's just so clean.
So you like to enter off the second pullback?
It's not ideally the second pullback, it's just what I was going for. The
Yeah.
type of high I was looking to break, and then a pullback to that zone. It just didn't, only an aggressive model entry would work. I'm trying to do less aggressive entries, but in that case, honestly, with the higher time, that's a higher time frame, pretty good level, good higher time frame narrative and location. Those are the times when you can take the more aggressive entry models, I think.
Yeah.
So I should get better at recognizing that when we're at like a really, really good area in terms of higher time frame and 1 minute and all that. And then it gives you the ability to know that you can take that more aggressive entry, the exact entry you take on the 5 second, how you want to take it on the 5 second. There's so many different levels and criteria you can use to be like, this is what I want to see happen on the 5 second to be comfortable with entering.
I feel like the Renko is so much easier to see stuff on.
Yeah, it is really easy. Like I should really just find the right high time frame levels and then just wait for a mini flip without
Yeah.
the actual like medium strength high that I wanted to see ran and pulled back to. If I just see a mini flip at a really strong level, just get in. Just be good at identifying really strong levels. I think that's the best because with mini flips, you're always guaranteed less than three, pretty much less than 3 point stop.
Hmm. Yeah. I mean, if you saw a flip and you put your stop at the bottom of this low,
Yeah,
that's like that's not. It's unrealistic, but I mean, if you have 5 contracts, you could have held one.
that's definitely realistic. Super realistic. It's so simple. It's clean as heck. Target highs, such a clean 25-point trade. Yeah, I gotta get better at knowing when it's actually safe to take aggressive entries. And that was definitely a time.
Is when you're in a higher time frame zone.
Yeah, is when we're in unmitigated low like SNDR location narratives going with you. We just swept those lows for liquidity. We
Hmm.
traded back in the most recent low too. So not only did we take lows to the left, we took a low most recently to the right. So the previous candle to that low candle. We even
Right
took
here.
that low. We went below it and closed in. So that's what I was talking. I don't know if you're there listening, but that was what I was saying is like ideal for taking lows or taking highs. Is it took something to the left, but it also took the previous candle wick,
Hmm.
both of them.
On
So
the
we
one
got
minute.
yeah, so we got that as well, right? And we're at an unmitigated 70, which is like a really, a nice level. But it's all good. The worst week of trading of the year is behind us now. Now we got a whole nother year until that week.
It's true.
And like that was quite literally the worst entire week of the entire year.
Yeah.
So it's behind us. Next week, Wednesday to Friday is gonna be like a whole new market. 3 days in a row of red news. It's gonna wake up. New year, new NFP week, new red news folders. Gonna be good. Gonna get some nice swing action. Some nice potential coming up for sure next week. Be some fire trades next week.
At this 30. I know.
Definitely some good trades today, but nothing like next week's gonna provide.
Hmm.
So I was kind of holding off with trading a bit because I just knew it's just any exposure is just not really worth it right now.
Yeah.
in terms of live funds at least. I should have really just been like, oh, I'm gonna just trade sim and just try to take as many decent trades on sim. Maybe I should have done that today.
Noise backtest.
Well, yeah, I mean, always been backtest, but I always want to watch the live market when the live market's going.
Yeah.
At least for New York. Asia and London, maybe not so much. London definitely more so than Asia, but yeah, Asia can be good for sure. Not dissing it, but just really want to master New York because by far the best time to trade.
Yeah. It's actually like it's crazy how much bigger New York session is.
Yeah. Yeah.
Like Asia and London do nothing compared to it.
Yeah. It's interesting. All
Let's
right.
see.
I think I might head out here. Gotta eat
Yeah.
something. Probably do some back testing later. Some more back testing later. But it was a good day. It was a good day. Good chart reading. Yo, see you, Shiva. Sorry if I missed your message or if you're already gone, but hope you have a great evening. And yeah, have a fabulous 2024. Let's get it. We're gonna definitely make new waves. I mean, I say this every year, but this is the year, guys.
For the one.
This is the one. I truly, 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 truly believe that this time. Nothing I've seen with trading has been quite like DTFX. Exactly. I don't know. Definitely mesh with it more than anything else. But we shall master this. We shall succeed. And I'll see you guys at the top because the bottom's too crowded. Peace out, guys. Appreciate you coming.